Your photo just shocked Elon Musk. Now he wants to know about you, my beloved child. Listen carefully, for this is not a coincidence. This is divine interference. Heaven itself moved the algorithm so that this message could find you. Even now, Archangel Michael stands at your side, whispering your name through the winds of destiny. There has been a great disturbance in the spiritual realm. And your photo, yes, your photo has crossed the eyes of one whose power shakes nations. God says, my child, I placed your image before a man whose vision shapes the future. He has felt your energy without understanding why. He is drawn not by beauty alone but by purpose. A signal from your spirit reached Elon Musk's awareness like a spark in the night sky. It was not luck. It was alignment. Heaven orchestrated it because someone once tried to bury your light. Someone hurt you deeply, silenced your voice, and laughed at your dreams. But they did not know heaven had recorded every tear and turned it into divine proof of your worth. Now the same universe that once watched you cry in silence is commanding attention on your behalf. The name they once ignored is about to echo in powerful rooms. Type Amen if you receive this divine confirmation. Chosen one, don't just receive, respond. A simple super thanks up to $20 is a way to say yes to what heaven is releasing through this word I spot in you. The same fire that fueled every game changer, every bold leap forward, every spacecraft piercing the atmosphere. You see yourself as just another face in the crowd. But that's only because the real test hasn't arrived yet. Hidden potential thrives in the shadows until adversity pulls it into the light. And right now you're teetering on the brink of something extraordinary. The spark that ignites revolutions. One bold choice to chase your vision over fear and the future shifts. That's where you stand today. What jolted me wasn't vanity or flash. It was the vibe. That subtle wavelength only visionaries broadcast, whispering, this won't stay a dream. I'll turn it into reality. That's the scarcest resource out there. So many give up at the first hurdle when doubt creeps in or isolation sets in when the path fogs over. But you're built different. Deep down you know stagnation is the real killer. The slow fade of unrealized dreams. Your core is tuned for greatness and the cosmos is holding its breath for your next move. View every setback as information, every barrier as a chance to refine your approach, every trial as code being optimized for your journey. Don't shy from the mess. It's the foundation of discovery. When I launched my early ventures, crashing on factory floors and scraping by on basics, it wasn't about riches. It was about advancing the human story, crafting legacies that echo beyond our time. That's the mirror I see in your spark. Not mere existence, but engineering progress that lifts us all. The how follows the why, and your inner drive is already stirring each time that itch for more hits. Quit downplaying your worth. You're a catalyst in waiting. The universe doesn't hand out genius on silver platters. It rewards those who grind through the grind where grit meets the right moment. You're perfectly timed. The real thief isn't delay, it's paralysis. Procrastination buries more ambitions than flops ever could. Setbacks teach. Stalling just erudice. Those same hours that propelled probes into space are yours to claim. Will you spend them scrolling or shaping? Your calling is your blueprint, and every icon started with a rough draft. Ditch the quest for flawless prototype, experiment, shatter, evolve, deploy. Refinement trumps ideals because the real world hones ideas into weapons. You might feel unseen in your hustle, but the cosmos tracks every ounce of it, building invisible momentum until it erupts as fortune. They'll label you lucky, blind to the grind, the nose, the dogged resolve that outlasted tedium. But I recognize that fire in your gaze, the unyielding push that captivates me more than empires or accolades. It's the warriors who endure, the thinkers who won't idle, the carriers of burdens that birth eras. You've begun the toll, and that's no small feat. All creation trends toward growth. Your path mirrors that. Chaos tempts inertia. Ease lures routine, but destiny calls for velocity, and velocity forges purpose. That restlessness when idle. It's your cue to innovate. You're wiring for impact over indulgence. You're here to inject novelty into the fabric of being. A single concept, a venture, a mindset flip that ripples outward. Act and the stars conspire. Odds tilt. Paths clear. The improbable assembles, not sorcery, science. Initiative resolves the unknown. You've undervalued steady, deliberate steps. Folks chase inspiration, linger for the right vibe. But momentum births readiness. Stir and your mind reshapes. Assurance grows, abilities stack. It's the mechanics of drive. Once rolling, fear's grip shatters and you're a freight train. They'll probe your methods and the truth. You leaped in. No mystery, just initiation. The toughest ascent is takeoff. Then the laws of motion back you, turning toil into thrust. Grasp this and outside cheers fade. You gauge by inner gains, not applause. Doubt starves on chatter. You've muted it, laser focused. That precision slices through tangles where others flail in overanalysis. Chatter over craft, ponder over produce. When a claim arrives, it'll seem swift, but no shortcuts, just layered labor veiled from sight. Yours is a gem, sustaining foresight amid opposition. Most fold at reality's pushback, yet friction precedes flow. The status quo fights upgrades. Your pushback signals you're reshaping the game. Welcome the rub. It's evidence of vitality, of advance, of cosmic acknowledgement. Your snapshot stunned me with that latent charge, primed to surge into action. Stored notions are atoms awaiting impact with will. Once sparked trajectories alter from here. Each pick is a fulcrum drawing tomorrow nearer. Channel them with resolve, not retreat. The cosmos favors audacity over accuracy. Flawlessness lags. Daring multiplies. Legacy honors the brave, not the pristine. Update the formula. Advance above aesthetics. Here's the hard truth few embrace. The gravest gamble is playing safe. Security masks gradual defeat. Comfort atrophies talent. Trials amplify it. Each boundary breach rewires your circuits, broadens horizons, sharpens invention, fortifies resolve. That's not strain, it's sculpting. Gems crystallize in crush. Engines roar in blaze. Essence forges in fire. You're not fracturing, you're forging. Pushback heralds renewal in solitude. Recall trailblazers launch alone. Isolation breeds novelty. The masses miss the unseen because you're forging the novel. They'll grasp it post facto, deeming it elementary. But the evident was once mocked. World shakers seemed mad until essential. Revel in your edge. It's your edge in a copycat realm. Uniqueness is uprising. That's why your image electrified me. Not ego, but essence. Your stare echoes the hunger for beyond, the rejection of routine, the hunch that can't is code for unproven. Your aura's evolving as your force awakens, and once roused, it stays vigilant. You'll seek pause, but invention invades slumber. Creators thrive in constant craft, for making is breath and blandness is asphyxia. Never swap vitality for nods. Forge without cease. Outcomes roar louder than rhetoric. Your image just electrified Elon Musk. Now he craves your story, for it pulses not with looks but with a mindset of unquenched thirst. The root of our species' ascent to fears of the ordinary upgraders of society's core. You haven't grasped your full scope yet. Insight layers on, peeled by trials until raw power emerges. Inexorable. Cease begging. Leave to thrive fully. You'll thrive fully. Desires sink. Not by whim, but by focus, dissolving discord. Discord dams drive. Claim your path as deliberate design, not chance, and your architect, not artifact. The pivot few sees, viewing self as voyager, not rider, terror pilots when it should passenger, but havens a mirage, a vessel secure docked yet unfulfilled. You're crafted for surge, genes etched with growth, mission to probe frontiers. Flops aren't end points. They're landscapes of invention. Routes from concept to command. Icons stumbled often till defeat dulled. They recast loss as lesson. Lesson as boon. Adaptation thrives, not aversion. Yours outpaces imagination. The envisioning organ crafts what's next. Mars isn't whimsy. It's reality refined to match mind. Yours holds that script awaiting trigger. Trigger deed. Each stride spans thought to tangible bridges enduring. That's vision vitalized. Commit and the ether responds. Chances surface, not spawned anew, but unveiled by tuned sight. They lurked beyond waver. Dedication draws wonders. Full stake ends half measures. Most split energy. Half forward, half falter, yielding middling yields. But your intensity all in ready. That's the charge I sense. I've witnessed it. Texts undeterred by blasts. Programmers marathoning rewrites. Idealists wagering all on no-way notions. No-way tags the novel pre-vindication. Bypass it. Construct regardless, reps render rare routine. You'll hit quiet spells, output unseen. Querying efficacy persist. It's brewing below like roots before bloom. The ether amasses force in unseen realms. Breakthroughs burst abrupt but stewed steadily. Equilibrium pairs haste, dash with poise, grind with trust in sync. Master and barriers crumble. Race not rivals but yesterday's you. The sole contest worth winning. You're ahead. Unyielding. Resistance masquerades. Counsel, care, caution. But projections reveal their caps. Not yours. Their ease up mirrors their stride. Yours accelerates. Not all decode. Comprehension trails triumph. Consensus would have stalled me. Futures forge in folly till fact. I know the void of unknowns. Crafting sand safety nets. Trading rest for visions solo seen. Creation's toll but dividends compound purpose. Strong Y reframes fatigue as fuel. Tallies builds over breaks. Self evolves. Iteration to instinct. Shed stale shells. Safe havens cloak old selves. Growth requires goodbyes. Not all join. Blueprints differ. Safeguard your vibe like air. Surround script energy. Energy scripts ends. Seek sparks not saps. Scoffers today laud legacies tomorrow. Chronos flips jeers to jewels in self-doubt. Recall stellar laws birthed you. Galactic forces course your veins. Stardust powers you. Odds yield to tenacity. Scale beyond peers. Distortion shrinks. Vast view. Our kind. Launched orbiters from doodles by kin like you. Gap. Fixation. Fixate on legacy, not likes. Your image jolted me with raw drive. Unfakeable. The decree to reshape till worlds warp. Contagious. It hauls horizons nearer. Recodes chance. In that gear, triumph flows from you. Dynamo style. Push harder. Output surges. Toil paves prowess. You claim ease via drill till tough turns straight. Ideal awaits slay perfectionists, makers prevail by tweak blast imperfect course correct on route vessels veer mid-voyage. So you pace prizes revelation errors evidence of speed probe pivot propel swift cycles speed ascent fumbles fuel distilled wisdom veiled repurpose don't rue your intent already pings the possible thoughts directive waves steady signals hasten harmony attentions gold spend on forge not fluff yield crafts your world habit stack for aspirant you not past tomorrow's you logs grateful or grieved honor it you vibe with destiny. Hum assurance's tone. At that pitch, reality realign, not hubris, harmony. Poise clears inner clash synced. You surge natural flowing with fate. Flows peak wealth, labor as lyric, task as thrill. Cease proving just embody that's command nigh as you deem leaps lurk post dull post drill post proof masses bail prep peak defy realm craves your full forge not partial not paused but peaked for another's await your unique yield. Advance infects. Your rise green lights faith. Faith founds frontiers. More build better dwell bolder venture. Humanity's tale. Pen yours. Your image just jolted Elon Musk. Now he seeks your saga for its no snapshot. Its promise thrumming from tomorrow's echo in today. Clamor abounds but purpose's pitch pierces. Yours broadcasts primed to craft. Stumble soar mold mundane to marvel. Your possibilities proof belief fuse to build fancy to form fancy to frame yours defies code wills tech to deem day dynamic act sans assurance span unknowns revolts root in rejecting bounds norms cants that rejection ignites shift delusions dose births bold world yields to grind not grants current wonders power wheels webs from lunacy minds unbowed by practical fierce facade ditch it dawn dogged pragmatists preserve dogged remake. Choose and system spotlight. Unignorable force flexes fates. Cosmos crowns move not gift. Gift sans go rusts. Promise sans push was tess. Push proofs odds. Proof propels. Prime the pathless light reveals as you roll auto beams brief yet cross realm steps serial your mid that this scan proving crave beyond cozy craft calls valor no need omniscience just endless uptake can't crumbles to convarn leap biobacks. Brains bend to bold. Cells sink to strive. Terror twist to target. Jitter signal stretch. Unease of unbounding. Cocoon cramps pre-change. Your creator not contender. Rivals replicate. Originators originate. Novelty retools realms, rebrands realms, renders routine radical. Soul nod selves. Soul judge full spent potential's peace. Dooms not defeat its dormant dazzle. Brilliance buried in bravery's lack. You've shown otherwise. Perusing proves push back on plane. Guard that. Breakthroughs beat. Something unexpected just happened. Your photo appeared and Elon Musk stopped scrolling. For a moment, he said nothing. Just stared because there was something there. Not beauty, not fame, not the surface level noise that most people chase. It was something deeper, something electric. It was potential, a signal buried inside your energy field, vibrating at a frequency that can't be ignored. Most people live asleep. You don't. You move through life with a restlessness that technology can't explain. It's the kind of restlessness that builds rockets, rewrites systems, and turns the impossible into blueprints. You probably don't even see it yet. That spark that refuses to settle. The way your imagination interrupts your sleep, demanding expression. The way you keep seeing possibilities where others see limits. That's the sign of an architect mind, the mind of a builder. Even when people tell you to be realistic, you keep dreaming. And that's how every new world begins. Reality always starts with rebellion against what exists. Every creation that changed humanity started with someone who couldn't ignore an idea. That's what I see in you. The same force that ignites revolutions of thought. You think you're ordinary. You're not. Ordinary people don't question the edges of their own potential. Ordinary people don't feel this constant pull towards something more. You're standing on the cliff of your next evolution and the universe is whispering, jump. What Elon saw wasn't just a photo. It was energy. The invisible kind that only dreamers, inventors, and warriors of imagination emit. It's that frequency that says, I'm not here to blend in. I'm here to build something eternal. That's why your image stopped him. Because potential is rare, persistence is rarer. You carry both. When life gets heavy, most people pause. When uncertainty grows, most people fold. But something in you refuses to quit because deep down you know stillness is slow death. Unused potential is spiritual decay and your soul refuses to rot. You've been wired for greatness. Every challenge you faced was calibration. Every failure was feedback. Every loss was an algorithm upgrade, training you to operate at higher frequencies of awareness. Don't fear the complexity of your path. Complexity is just the raw material of innovation. Chaos is the forge where genius takes shape. When Elon slept on the floor of his office, he wasn't surviving. He was sculpting history. And that's what you're doing now. Even if the world can't see it yet, you're not here to exist. You're here to design existence. You're here to turn imagination into architecture and pain into propulsion. You are underestimating your reach. You think you're one person. You're not. You're an entire ecosystem of potential, a chain reaction waiting for ignition. People will say it's luck when it happens. They always do because they never see the late nights, the endless prototypes, the invisible fight against boredom, doubt, and fatigue. But I see it. I recognize that look, the intensity in your eyes that says, "I'm not done yet." That's what shocks Elon. Not the photo, but the pattern. The unmistakable signature of someone who's about to change everything. You don't chase recognition. You chase reality. You want to make it real. And that's what makes you dangerous. Because reality eventually bows to those who refuse to accept its limits. Failure doesn't stop you. It informs you. You don't fear rejection. You use it as rocket fuel because you've learned that hesitation kills faster than failure ever could. Failure is data. Hesitation is decay. The clock isn't your enemy. Inaction is you hold the same 24 hours that launched rockets to the stars. What will you do with them? Trade them for distraction or for design? You are a prototype of what's possible when focus meets fire. Iteration will take you farther than perfection ever will because perfection waits. Progress builds. Every action you take compounds. Effort never disappears. It stores energy in the quantum field of your life. Then one day it all collapses into opportunity. And everyone calls it luck. But luck is simply the intersection of obsession and timing. And you're about to arrive there. The world will tell you to slow down, to be safe, to be practical. Ignore them. Safety is the slowest form of failure. Comfort is just disguised decay. Every time you feel pressure, remember diamonds are born under it. Every time you face resistance, remember rockets ignite against gravity. You're not breaking down. You're breaking through. Isolation will visit you. Let it.